We got our holes drilled for our body mounts, and now I'm marking out these 4 nuts to be welded in to the bracework here, and the fenders on them will cover this. So the fender comes, this is the back, the fender comes down really close to that rear, and then it comes up above in front of this. So like the fender will be bolted onto the bedside here, the bedside will be bolted onto the floor framework here. So I drew out the nuts with a Sharpie, and now I'll go in with the plasma cutter, cut out the best I can of a, what is that, 6 is hexagon? Don't quote me on that. And then we can just weld those nuts in there. I'll use these bolts. They're a little longer than we'll end up using to hold the bed sides on, but they're junk after I use them to hold that nut in there anyway. You do want them in there though. When you're welding the nut on it, the nut will try to get smaller because of the heat, and or expand or oblong or whatever, but the bolt will hold it in round, and you just pull them out and throw them away after that. But yeah, let's cut some holes here.
All it takes is one job, oh yeah. All it takes is one job, and everything is gonna be okay.
Had a big old nut welded into it, and it doesn't line up. Oh,
They tried.
not even a little bit. Gotta love it when aftermarket doesn't line up with aftermarket. Like, they make both pieces, but
It's their own bed.
you know, aftermarket parts are just gonna have their own sets of issues, like how they don't really bend the stuff in all the way. This is just kind of sticking out and not welded. This one's welded in the wrong spot, so it kind of twisted it up. This latch is, this, well, we call it a striker, I guess, is in the right spot. But then this one is got this gap here, and it makes it to where you can't get the tailgate on unless if this is hitting the tailgate. So, like you can see this one, they kind of got that down a little better, but none of it's going to be easy, you know. You're either fixing the old stuff or the new stuff. I mean, they at least make it out of like 16 gauge or something, which is a nice start, but I don't know about the rest of it. We got the bed on here, sitting on here. I noticed after I got it on here, there's a little more of a gap over here than over here, and that ended up putting our tail light right there, and this one's still kind of sitting on the bumper. So measured it out, we're 15 and 7/8 here, 16 and 1/8 here, so we're off a quarter. And so we'll bring this bedside up a quarter. But as far as our rack goes, man, it fits so much better than the other pieces. We had to dip out for the fuel tank in a couple of spots, had to dip out for the frame in a couple of spots. This is just so much better, so much cleaner, so much stronger. Really happy with this. And everything seems to kind of be going together. You can see the hole there. That's how far off like the bolt holes and stuff are for some of these parts bolting in, and that's just the way those are. That's not because of the the stuff I'm doing differently than factory, but the big deal is to get this square to the tailgate. So I put the tailgate in and got it square, but I might have to go back and do it again after we lift this side up. So the license plate here, this isn't the license plate for the truck, but the newer style Utahs. If I can put it right up against that, then it fits and looks right. The bracket that's supposed to be for it puts it off and it hits the hitch here. So we're just going to put it against it. Plus the holes they put in there are like super crooked. Like that's pretty far off of level. I think it's over a 1/4 inch in between 3 inches of space, so it's pretty bad. Anyways, I'm gonna put in these little square dongers like the new cars have. So I'll drill a hole and then get my little Waller grinder, dentist-like tool, and corner it out and make little square holes for these. And the dark color will look good with the, what I'm guessing he's going to put on the black plates. It'll be easier to put them on and take them off. Nice touch.
All it takes is one job, oh yeah. All it takes is one job, and everything is gonna be okay.